The Rockets doing what good teams do. They blow out the Jazz. First of two straight in Salt Lake City goes the way of the good guys. 129-101. A game that may not even been that close as the Rockets win it by 28, led by 19 at halftime, and they expand that lead in the second half. Fun Can't Lose is presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. First half is really where they set the tone for this game. They did it defensively. Rockets first half alone with 12 steals, 4 block shots, forced 14 Utah Jazz turnovers as that got this team going and really kept the Utah Jazz, Murph, on their heels.
This is one of those kind of games where if it was a tournament, it'd be hard pressed to pick an MVP. Everybody got involved in the game doing something tonight. Defensively, they were flawless.
Yep, Sengun, the leading scorer with 27. That guy right there, KD, good to have him back.
Well, and it's interesting because the Rockets have been winning by 20 points without him. Now he comes and they go up to 30. So that tells you the kind of game they've played. The thing that really impresses me when the Rockets can play this kind of defense on the road, they take the crowd out of the game early, and then the rest becomes history.
Yep, we welcome you into our Space City Home Network studios alongside the Hall of Famer Calvin Murphy. I'm Kevin Eschenfelder. As the Rockets get the victory here, the first of what they're hoping is back-to-back wins. They've now won 8 of their last 9. Made it look easy today in Salt Lake City. Let's hear from the head coach, Ime Udoka.
Just really starting with the Jazz's offense this afternoon.
I think our attention to detail on their main scorers, shooters, was really good. We understand what Markkanen and George have been doing all year and how they've been doing it. And I think for the most part, guarded them well in their actions, their off-ball actions, made it tough for them and had made them try to beat us one-on-one. But, yeah, it's, they're going to come out more aggressive tomorrow. But when you hold somebody 0 for 6 with 8 turnovers, obviously a great job on George. And then other than some free throws, fouling the shooter a few times with Markkanen, we did a good job as well.
A double-double for Steven Adams. Just what impact was he able to have today?
Yeah, he was great. He really changed the pace when he came in. That sequence that he had with the block shot, the dunk, the rebound, and then the assist, I think that kind of typified his game. And, he's setting great screens, getting guys open. But then on top of that, hard rolling down the middle, making plays out of the pocket. And then if we miss, he gets the rebound and either gets a shot for himself or others. And so great all-around game from him. And we needed it. We have a night off tomorrow. And so good for him to get that work in.
Jabari has had, I feel like, what has been a quiet, really good year. Maybe other players get more attention, but he's just been so solid. What have you seen from him in general?
Yeah, growth in every area, honestly. Physicality on both sides of the ball. I think he's more confident with his body, attacking and guarding. The shooting consistency has been there, as always, but he's putting the ball on the floor a little bit better, making some plays here and there, and defending. You put him on Markkanen to start the game. He's switching on to big, smalls, and everybody in between, and so just more solid basketball from him as he's shown all year.
Nurkic was strong in the first half, kind of imposing his will. What did you guys do better defensively in the second half?
Well, we're going to live with certain guys scoring, and him and I think Bailey were the leading scorers at halftime with 12 apiece, and when you're holding the other guys down, you're going to live with some of those. So he hit 2 threes, so we're going to make him prove that, and had some baskets where we're putting 2 on the ball, and so although you can say imposing his will, I think we're encouraging certain guys to score and trying to take away from others.
And then just what's the key when you play the same team 2 days in a row, almost a baseball-type schedule back-to-back?
Yeah, not having complacency or let-up, understanding they're going to come out motivated tomorrow, and so it's on us to bring the same effort and attention and detail that we did today. Some guys had some poor games, and they're going to come out more aggressive, but it's up to us to continue to do the same thing and not make it a game of runs or whatever. Thank you.
Rockets outscore the Jazz in each of the first 3 quarters, and they blow them out on their home floor, 129-101. Plenty more to come here on the postgame. Just getting started after a Rockets victory. It's presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Kevin Durant in the driver's seat, presented by Allen and Blake Helfman, River Oaks, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. Murph, I would say 25 points on 14 shots was
Yeah, well, this could have been one of them 45 point nights if he had played any consistent minutes tonight, but didn't need to. Those couple of games off really did him good. He seemed to come back spry as a youngster, didn't he?
Yeah, it's No doubt about that. Tomorrow, second day of a back-to-back, so we'll see how that plays out. But after missing those last two games for personal reasons, Rockets won both of those games. Came back today, and really, he probably, of the 4 shots that he missed, there's probably at least 2 or 3 that those are going to go down.
Those are the easiest shots he had.
Exactly, because there were a couple that you think, that he would have liked to have had back. It still goes 10 for 14.
What you got to remember about Kevin is how tall he is and his arm span. It's tough to get to his shot. So when he misses is because he misses, not because the defense did anything to him.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Rockets win it, and they win it big. A couple of guys are going to be staying over, obviously, in Salt Lake City because Rockets will play there again tomorrow night. Craig Ackerman and Ryan Hollins, guys.
All right, fellas, appreciate it. Rockets with a blowout victory here today in Salt Lake City, welcoming back Kevin Durant after he missed the last couple of ball games, led all Rockets scorers with 25. Ryan, this Rockets train just keeps rolling. Their 13th win of the season, their 3rd straight, their 5th straight road win. One of the best road teams in the league now with an 8-2 road record, and they took care of business today as they needed to.
Important to keep the positive momentum going, and this could have been a tough game. 1 p.m. start, you're on the road. Again, trap game that I look at. Houston has struggled here up in Utah. Crazier things have happened. And again, you're going to have to come out ready again tomorrow night. But again, you like the consistent play from Sheppard, who's in there getting steals.
Yeah, 4 steals.
Incredibly active. That was huge. Aaron Holiday playing well, knocking down 3-pointers. The defense was there, giving positive minutes. With no Tari Eason, who's going to fill that void? And Aaron Holiday had been spectacular. But again, plus 24 from Steven Adams coming off the bench.
Steven was awesome.
Knocking down free throws, getting the rebounds. And again, this was a game where you needed his physical presence, and every time it was needed, he takes advantage. And again, when you want to be a winning basketball club, there's a value in consistency. Steven's consistent. Kevin Durant speaks for itself. And again, guys like Sheppard and the bench is coming in, and the depth of Houston, the Stay Ready crew, has really prevailed.
27 for Alperen Sengun on a really efficient 10 of 15 from the floor. The Rockets' defense, especially in the first half, suffocating, forcing the Jazz to 14 turnovers in the first half. They really capitalized on that. But yeah, another professional road win by the Rockets. They keep stacking these, and now they'll have to play the Jazz again tomorrow night. There will be adjustments made by Utah, but great to have these guys go off. Great to have Kevin Durant back, and also nice to have some of these older players like Adams and Kevin Durant with an opportunity to rest in the fourth quarter with being the first back-to-back of the season.
And you talked about it, at halftime, Markkanen had 4 points. You hold Keontae George, sick or not sick, I don't care. That kid's a heck of a player.
I'll tell you what, Kevin Durant's a ball knower, right? When he was talking with Vanessa, like the comments he was making were like, he understood the box score, he understood the scouting report. Yes, he was right. George and Markkanen came in as one of the league's best the 3rd best scoring duo in the league, and George didn't score. He was frankly terrible today. He's a bit under the weather, but he had turnovers, and they held Markkanen like 10 points under his average. Kevin Durant knew what he was talking about, and so did the Rockets, and they executed on that game plan. As he said, this is what they wanted to do, and they did.
It's funny you say it, man. The most humility from the guys I played with comes with greatness. Kevin Garnett was humble. He had the immense respect for guys on the other side, whether he showed it or not. Dirk Nowitzki had an immense level of respect for the locker room and the guys on the other side. And you see Kevin Durant, you can say, oh, this is just Utah. We're going to go up there and get a win. He had respect for the guys on the other side. So there was a big focus with George and Markkanen. But again, he's a student of the game. He knows his own roster. He knew the Houston Rockets before he got here, and even more so, he knows the opposing teams, and his preparation is unmatched. And he's teaching our young guys how to be not good, but be great.
Well, a successful day today here in Salt Lake City. Again, these two teams will do it all over again tomorrow night as the Rockets try to win their 6th in a row on the road. We'll be with you for that. And so for now, we'll toss it back to the studio to Kevin and Calvin.
Yeah, this big matchup of Markkanen and Keontae George averaging 52 points per game combined tonight. They had 18, all of which came from Lauri Markkanen. Yeah, player profile. Sheppard had 31 in the game last time out against the Golden State Warriors, but showed today that he didn't need to score 30 points to help this team win a basketball game. He filled out the box score very nice. You could also throw along with the 6 rebounds, the 4 assists, the 4 steals. He had 2 block shots in this game.
When you start talking about, and I guess every time I say his name, I talk about his shooting. But now I'm going to have to talk about his all-around game. Because the one thing that, and we say it so many times, if you're going to play for Udoka, you're going to play the defense. And he's been a pest on the floor, come up with 4 steals again tonight. Does a nice job too, by the way, from the rebounding standpoint of his game as a guard.
Yeah, he was in that starting lineup, as you said, with Kevin Durant. Remember, he was in the starting lineup when KD was out those last 2 games. But it was KD and Alperen Sengun doing most of the heavy lifting as far as the scoring was concerned. Good night scoring from Jabari Smith Jr. I think the key tonight, though, on the first game of a back-to-back, even though you don't have to travel in between, no starter played more than 31 minutes in this game tonight. And 5 guys came off the bench and played double-digit minutes in this game.
See, that's important when you're on the road and you're playing back-to-backs, because that gives your bigs or your older players a chance to play back-to-back. Most teams will play their stars or their older players the first game, and if it's a back-to-back, basically, sit them out the second.
Rockets led this game by as many as 37 today.
37.
Yeah, in Salt Lake City as they cruise to a victory. Reed Sheppard, the man we just spoke of on our Kia player profile, he is standing by in Salt Lake.
You've just been playing so well and so consistently. But what's it like to be in the starting lineup and really earn that?
Sorry, Jeff's over here. No, it's good. Whether starting, not starting, it doesn't matter. Just going to go out and try and play the right way, play hard, make good decisions, just have fun.
How are you feeling yourself really develop game by game in your second year here?
Yeah, it's just getting more and more comfortable every time I go out on the court. Confidence and just going and having fun and playing free and playing loose.
You've mentioned before that you feel like your teammates really empower you, particularly Jeff Green. No, but with all seriousness, how much support do you feel here in this locker room?
Yeah, a lot. Every game, guys are just, putting more and more confidence in me, just telling me to go be aggressive, play loose, play free, and just go out and play how I play. So it's been amazing.
Obviously, this Rockets team is rebounding offensively at a historic rate. How is that really helping you guys and being in your identity so firmly?
Yeah, I mean, just knowing you, if we don't turn it over and get a shot up and we do miss that we have guys down there that are getting the rebound the majority of the time, and just being able to rely on that and get up shots and not turn the ball over.
Thanks, Reed.
Thanks.
Reed Sheppard and Jabari Smith were plus 33 when they were on the floor today. Wow, that's a big number.
Wow, that tells you.
Yeah, it's a big win. We saw a lot of this, Murph. Defense leading to offense at transition.
The thing that I like about Alfie, when he wants to get involved, he'll get out and run. He'll get out there and feel that break. And he just found a way to get his points as easily as possible. And the one thing that I like about the Rockets ball movement, regardless who you are, if you're out front, they're going to get you the ball and let you do what you do.
Yeah, went around George and over Markkanen with foul, and it was an and one situation. 27 points tonight and it's a quiet 27.
You took the words right out of my mouth. You didn't even realize that he had 27 points because, his consistency has been so good anyway, and he's scoring so easily. I'm trying to figure out how the NBA, how the players, the defensive players, have watched him play now for the last couple of years, and they still can't figure out a way to stop him when he's, in the paint.
Yeah, 27 points, 28 minutes. That's getting it done right there. Time now for our Calvin's Court presented by Memorial Hermann Rockets Orthopedics. Saw a lot of things you like defensively.
I did. Let me show you first of all what a person of age can do. And what's that? Come over from the weak side. 32 years old. Come from the weak side. Blocks a shot, gets down in transition, the ball goes inside, uses his big frame to dunk off. Now, see, that's what they call transitional basketball right there. When you can score, you come over to support your teammates, and then they reward you at the other end by getting the ball inside. He just goes up and uses those big hands to pound the ball, dunks it. Now, when I played in the league, that right there was a technical. Swinging on the rim.
Some guys, you see sometimes guys will have a big block at one end and they just let everybody else go take care of business at the other. on the fast break. That time you saw Steven Adams, as you said, even at age 32 and all these years in the NBA. Kevin Durant talked about that too. He saw him doing it a long time ago in Oklahoma City, and now right there, he's still doing it right here for the Rockets, but got down at the other end and finished the play.
You know, when a big man does the dirty work, he wants to be rewarded. You know, when you look at what Adams did today, how many minutes did he play? 17 minutes.
Yep, 17 minutes.
17 minutes. He had a double-double. He shot 8 for 9 from the foul line.
9 for 10.
Don't 9 for 10 from the foul line. And one of my keys was for the Rockets had to shoot the free throw well, because I told you the fact that Utah does a lot of fouling.
Yep, and the Rockets did a lot of scoring, and Utah did not. But then again, it seems like everybody had played.
12 rebounds, 13 points.
Yeah, Utah, next to last in the league, they allow about 126 points per game. Today, it went that way. Rockets scored 129, and they win it 129-101. More to come here on the postgame presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Rockets pick up their 13th victory of the season. They do it in beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah. There's your final score, 129-101. Rockets bench coming up big, 48 points off the Rockets bench, including 5 3-pointers, and those threes presented by Chick-fil-A Houston. Murph, Aaron Holiday, he had 3 of those 5 off the bench. It's hard to be on the arc.
It just goes to show, you know, the Rockets had another 32 assist games tonight. So it's all about ball movement. You know, when the bench, I hate calling them the bench, when the reserves come in, they do a nice job of that. I talk so much about one more pass to get everybody involved. And the one thing that they will do quickly is go inside out. They'll establish the offense inside so the defense sucks in. Then when the ball is moved back out to the perimeter, they have their feet underneath them with the defense running at them. That's when you shoot your best.
Reed Sheppard and Jabari Smith Jr. both plus 33 when they were on the floor today. Jabari with 15 points. Let's hear from him.
Jabari, another commanding win for this Rockets team. What do you like about the way you guys are really clicking?
You know, ball movement, everybody playing for each other. Everybody got the same goal in mind. That's win the game. So the offense is flowing, defense is flowing. So it's good right now.
Speaking of offense, the offensive rebounding for this team is historic. How has that kind of become you guys' secret sauce for success?
Yeah, something that we've been good at since Ime's got here is just the effort part. You know what I'm saying? Offensive rebounding is always effort. Steven is a big part of it, but, you know, wings crashing and people crashing behind him, it makes it hard for people to box out and get rebounds.
When you see plays like Steven had tonight where he had the block and then on the other end had the whirl and the slam, what goes through your mind when somebody's still doing that at this point in the league?
It's just what you expect from him, man. Steven's been doing this for a long time. He's been good at what he's doing for a long time. He's been good at his role, and we expect it from him. You know what I'm saying? He's consistent with his work, with his approach to the game, and we're not surprised by it at all.
What's the key when you play two teams, you know, both nights or 2 days in a row to staying fresh?
Well, yeah, they're gonna come out aggressive tomorrow. They're not gonna try to lose by 30. They're definitely gonna make an emphasis to, you know, up the energy, up the intensity level. So we got to be ready for that tomorrow.
Thanks, Jabari.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Here's your final score. 129-101. Rockets and the Jazz will do it all over again tomorrow. We got more to come here. It's a postgame. It's presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Same 2 teams tomorrow, different time and a different length as far as our pregame. Calvin Murphy show starts at 7 o'clock.
Is that what it is? Thanks a lot. I appreciate you.
Got to give the people what they want, Murph. Starts tomorrow. Pregame show starts tomorrow at 7 o'clock as the Rockets and Utah Jazz will go at it again. Some of the challenges, Murph, tomorrow that the Rockets are going to facing a team back-to-back games. You know Utah's going to come out
Very good
better.
question, Kevin, because tomorrow's game, the Rockets going to really mentally have to be ready because Utah is going to come out and they're going to attack. You know, they were embarrassed today at home. And anybody that has been home and gotten these kind of whippings, the first thing they do is want payback. Mm-hmm. So the Rockets got to come out tomorrow and they got to have the same mentality defensively. And don't let them get started.
All right, 7 o'clock tomorrow night, we'll have it for you. Rockets pick up their 13th win of the season as they beat the Utah Jazz handily in this one. Same 2 teams tomorrow night from the Delta Center. We'll see you then.